Ällãh to southerners, be ready to leave north if your government insists on evicting herders. Alhaji Sadiq Ibrahim Ahmed, the Bauchi state chairman of the Miyetti Ällãh Cattle Breeders Association, Magban, on Saturday, the 20th of February, pledged that the association would resist any attempt by southern governors to evict herdsmen. The Magban chairman said it would be tit for tat by the north should the herders be evicted from the south. According to Alhaji Ibrahim Ahmed, everyone has the right to live anywhere he or she wants. Yeah, but you do not cause... Again, you don't come and cause problems in the person's land. Again, the fact remains that these herdsmen, and statistically, most of them have been causing mayhem in their state of on origin, if that makes sense. So you can't, again, if you're no one can we stop pretending this BS that Nigeria is together? We're so divided, please. You can't tell me that as an Igbo person you go to dominantly Yoruba place and you say it's your land because you're Nigerian. Please. It's the delusion for me. He said, in fact, herdsmen based on the activity of pastoralism own every part of Nigeria. So why should anyone go against the constitution? But why would they go against the constitution and kill people, rape, and cause so much trouble? If the southern governors insist on sending our people away, we have no option than to send their people packing too. Again, it's insensitive because then people have built a lot there. They've built wherever you are, you've probably built your life or whatever. But again, please, we're all separated at the end of the day. Don't stress yourself and be in a place where you're tolerated because of what? Because again, if you are a foreigner in another person's land, you don't know what would strike, and then the tribalism, the racism, the xenophobic, anything will just jump in, and then you are unsafe because again, you're not around your own people with the same ideologies, and would they protect you as much as they protect themselves? Please. He continues and says, we are no fools, we are only studying the situation. We're all human beings. If the leaders want to cause problems, they should forget about the ordinary citizens. For now, we will remain loyal, and we will also educate our people on the need for peaceful cohabitation. We won't act like the foolish governors. Oh, really? If the custodians of law say there is no law, then we are the ones to uphold the law. We are only trying to protect our integrity for now. Besides, we can survive on our own because we produce our own food. Thank you, please. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's fine. But then, for the fact that most of the revenue comes from the south of Nigeria, but then you share the money amongst yourselves, don't even get me started. And then, aside former President Olusegun Obasanjo in the southwest, who can feed up to 100 people. Sadiq, who added that any killer herdsmen arrested should be severely dealt with, said the association will never encourage criminality by herdsmen in the south. So what do you think that they're doing? The fact is, you can condemn that, obviously, you should not go and attack innocent people and just judge them just because they're Hausas or just because they're Fulanis. But when the people take the laws into their hands, it has gone to a very, very bad state where it was the responsibility of the government in that state to take care of the security issues. When your people report that this incident has gone on, you tackle it and you punish them because the proof is literally right in front of you. The proof has been there so many times with people being killed, with farms being raided, with people being assaulted and all that kind of things. The proof is there. So why is it that when cases like this are reported, the government, your colleagues, aren't taking it into action? And then when the people take laws into their hands, then they want to start talking about the constitution. Please, what does that mean? Again, the country is already divided, and let's be realistic. Let us be realistic. The country is not going to connect anytime soon. We're just too different, and it's not a bad thing. We can't then force that we would integrate, but then we're all fighting for power. How would that work? It would never work. So I don't understand where this man is coming from. Of course, he needs to understand where the people are coming from, because again, you can't just say you own the land of Nigeria. What mentality is that? I am Nigerian, but then if I go to the northern part of the country, I'm not going there on such entitlement that this is my land. Again, the idea of one Nigeria has just been preached for what? For publicity, for advertisement, for decoration. let's be honest, we're not one Nigeria. So when people are saying one Nigeria, do they actually mean it, or is for their adverts or whatever, or for their money making policies? Because Nigeria is a business deal, and a very profitable one at that. So someone comes to say one Nigeria, don't come with that BS, because that's absolute BS. You can't, be realistic. The country's divided. No one likes each other, and it just is what it is. It doesn't mean we have the right to go and start, infringing on our human rights, or killing, or committing atrocities. Absolutely not. But then, when we live in a lawless nation with no democracy, why would your expectations be high? Why would your expectations be high when we're living in a very corrupt society, where if you do anything that goes against the minority in power, you're literally shunned? Again, no one should go around any place with entitlement that you own the land just because. What kind of mentality is that? Like, especially in a place that's predominantly different to you, and you're thinking it's your land. Because no, it's not that. Nigeria is divided into states, and each state, if you like it or not, they have their different laws. So if you go into each state and you do anyhow, you have to see anyhow, because it just is what it is. It is what it is. So this idea that you can go to any state and then be like, oh, it's my land, so I can, bruv, excuse me, we are very, very different. There is no way. Of course, I've not lived for how many years, or since the country got independent, but from my little experience, Nigerians is so disingenuous. How can you be coming here shouting one Nigeria? Don't shout it when the people don't mean it, because you're just talking. What express have we been together? The country was divided. The country was a business deal. Even at the earliest, years of the country's existence, we still hated each other so much. So I don't understand where this one Nigeria issues. Again, you only bring up one Nigeria when you want it to suit your narrative, because when it comes to your culture, then you don't want to do one Nigeria, because let me not even get started on these people and how underage marriage is legal there, but then they want to start shouting one Nigeria, because if it's one Nigeria, the law will apply everywhere, but it doesn't. So it's not one Nigeria, because let's not even get started on how some illegal things are against the democracy of one Nigeria is very, very illegal there, because everybody wants to hold on to their traditional practices. So if you're going to be coming here and shouting one Nigeria, better prove it, because you sound very disingenuous. And if you can feed yourselves, then fine, no one's disputing that. But again, if anything, Nigeria is just better to be together because of our economy. Together, we make money. And the sad truth is that, we're being scammed of it by these leaders, and yet they still keep borrowing money. I don't even know how they do their things. It's just very confusing. But if there's any good of Nigeria being together, it's because Nigeria is a good business trade deal. Yes. Our GDP is the highest in Africa, but we've got the poorest people. Like, see, these things don't make sense, because we clearly have the resources. You know what? It just is what it is. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.